Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell. Welcome to Two Women in Crypto, a weekly podcast birthed on a whim by two women who are excited about the cryptocurrency landscape and have a shared passion about empowering others to step into the digital, tokenized world of the future. We offer tips, tricks, and our own individual insights as to how to begin to navigate this shift. We are not financial advisors nor experts. We are just here to encourage you to look at the possibilities. So welcome to the future. You're right on time. Good morning.
Good morning, Kelly. I got my HODL'on.
I like it.
Handmade. This cup is awesome. It keeps your coffee warm for hours. It's awesome.
That's what we need. I just go for more coffee, but that's great. It would be very cool.
Yeah.
If you're inside, that means it's cold in Florida.
It's freezing here, so it's okay. It'll pass, I hope. But I am so excited to be here with you today. I mean, I gotta say, like, being in crypto, I've been in crypto, right, since 2017. And, it's such a good reminder of how fast the market runs.
Oh, absolutely. Things can change on a dime, can't they?
On a dime. Like, I remember just a couple months ago, like, I was spending the summer in New York, running around with the crypto meetup groups, telling people about Bitcoin. And Bitcoin was at 20,000. And now it's just under 44,000.
Yep.
It's like, boom, that's what happens. And, we've been talking about like you dollar cost average during the bear market, and then you stop buying and you wait and see how much money you made in the bull market.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's not, I mean, we're so early. You know what I mean? This isn't like a $44,000 Bitcoin, in my personal opinion, not financial advice. It's still a good time to dollar cost average if you don't have any. You know what I mean? But it's just so fun, and it's amazing to see how quickly everything is changing.
Oh, I know. It's every day, right? Every day. And it's going to come to that point, though, that it's like, okay, guys, you're either in it or you're not. You don't want to necessarily jump in the height of a bull market. Not that we're anywhere close, but there is going to be a point in time where, it's going to be that fear of missing out when things are really rallying and that people are like, oh my gosh, now's the time. Andrea, Kelly, can we get in? And it'll be like,
Right,
yeah,
it puts us in a bad spot.
yeah,
Like,
it
I
does.
don't know.
You can, but I don't, we've had quite a pump lately anyway. So yeah, it's exciting
Yeah.
though. Very exciting.
It's so exciting. And again, so much of what's going on right now is, we're just about to get this spot Bitcoin ETF approved, like an exchange traded fund, right? That's going to be on NASDAQ, New York Stock Exchange, whatever it may be. We have like 13 major companies that are waiting for this Bitcoin approval. And then the money's going to start to flow in again, right? So this big pump could just be getting prepared for the launch of the spot Bitcoin ETF.
Yep,
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. So, and then like the flip side of that, I found it very interesting watching Senator Warren. Of course, she's my favorite senator from Massachusetts. What a nice lady.
Woohoo, satire.
It's like if anyone votes for her, I seriously don't know her. Right? Just how many people do research on candidates, dive into the actual material? You know what I mean? Almost no one, but that's besides the point. Senator Warren's having a great conversation with Jamie Dimon yesterday during a congressional hearing. Jamie Dimon's the CEO of JP Morgan. And Jamie Dimon's like, because Senator Warren's going on and on about how, criminals use crypto, Kel.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they use it.
Crypto exists are those criminals.
So, okay. So we're using Bitcoin to launder money, evade taxes, do all these criminal events. And then Jamie Dimon has the audacity to be like, I would ban crypto. Well, Jamie, guess what? You've been fined over the last 5 years for $35 billion for fraud, illegal activities with JP Morgan. Stop it. Stop it. And guess what, Jamie and Senator Warren? Bitcoin was created because of this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because of the broken financial system, which is totally leveraged for rich people, and they manipulate the system to keep everybody down. You know what I mean?
Well, and how much Bitcoin does Jamie Dimon own?
Right? Like, who knows?
Right.
You know, we know that they did a decentralized finance swap using Polygon's blockchain and Aave, and they literally lie to us. So when I see that, and I see Senator Warren speaking with Jamie Dimon, they're pushing a central bank digital currency. So every single purchase that we make will be tracked and approved because you need permission to have money. How messed up.
Yeah. Yep. Hugely. Hugely. It's all a scam.
What a scam.
The system.
What a
They're
scam.
scamming. They scam everybody.
So, you know, that kind of got me really riled up. And people are like, a lot of people are watching because they're sending me the videos. They're like, did you see this? And I think it's pretty cool. So this is the time to pay attention. You know, we're moving into a new financial system, and we, the people, will decide. You know what I mean? It's like they might have all these grandiose plans of putting us on some sort of like carbon credit score with our central bank digital currency, but we, the people, will make that decision. There's way more of us. There's way more of us.
Well, and I think we're just continuing to see that pop up in so many different avenues, you know. More and more people are leaning in, and you can't put the layers of the onion back on. You just can't, as people continue to see what's really happening. And that's why it's so important to lean outside of your mainstream media, folks.
Oh, I
Lean
know.
outside of the mainstream media because you're being fed an agenda. Period.
Totally. Everyone is being fed an agenda, and the antidote is to follow the money. Follow the money. Follow Larry Fink all these years. He's been putting Bitcoin down. Now it's a flight to quality.
Well,
It's
there's
a
the
flight
benefit
to
of the
quality,
technology.
What?
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
No. I just find it funny that Larry Fink is saying Bitcoin and cryptocurrency is a flight to quality, and Jamie Dimon wants to ban it.
Yeah.
So Coinbase has a trust for BlackRock, and they've been buying Bitcoin this whole time. So the narrative is going to change, and they're going to tell all the retail investors, people like you and me, okay, now you should buy.
Right.
Because we already stacked our bags. So you come in, you buy your Bitcoin so we could drop our bags on you. You're left holding the bag.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Fired up.
Well, the market's feeling your fire because we continue to be really approaching some, those golden pockets for a lot of these coins. So, especially Bitcoin. So, very cool.
Yeah, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I mean, what is it? It's December. So we have January, February, March, April, 4 months Bitcoin halves, right? Yeah. We might have a nice correction, 30, 35%. Nothing goes up in a straight line. But, typically, historically, after Bitcoin halves, we start to really move up, right? Bitcoin halving, the mining supply gets cut in half. So demand increases while supply decreases, and we go on a really nice bull run. And I think when I listen to Jamie Dimon talk about banning Bitcoin, I just think it's really cute because we have thousands and thousands of nodes globally for peer-to-peer transactions without any third-party intermediary permission or a bank. So when they say things like we're going to ban Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, it's like it's time for everybody to start getting educated because we, the people, are going to shift. And I didn't watch the congressional hearing. I teach on Wednesday nights, and I didn't get to watch it, but I got some clips this morning. And, it's like, I cannot believe that we're talking about cryptocurrency. Like, you know what I mean? We were ridiculed and ignored all these years. And now we're going to have a signed legislation and people are still FUDing cryptocurrency. Our whole entire financial system is going through a paradigm shift.
Absolutely.
Yep. And when I look at things like Stellar and XRP that haven't pumped yet.
I know we were talking last night. There's a few coins out there that have not caught that altcoin energy. Oh my gosh. And when they pop, they're going to pop.
That's right. That's right. It's like, whew, man, I've been dollar cost averaging into those two projects, and I'm looking at the tokenization of debt, the tokenization of bonds. Stellar's leading, they're leading with the tokenization of the bond market right now. And, it just hasn't received a lot of traction, but I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, and I'm just speculating. This is fun. We're just two women talking about crypto. But like, I mean, realistically, XRP is going to be $1 in January. It's just we're coiling up. We're ready to go. And I mean, there's so much adoption around the XRP project, Kel.
Yeah.
I wrote down, what was it? Metaco, Ripple bought Metaco, the digital custody, and they just partnered. Who did they just partner with? Did I write it down?
We were
Oh,
talking
man.
last night, but it wasn't, we were talking about the cloud, I think, last night. I don't remember that particular topic.
I know I wrote it down. It'll come to me. So it was like a major company. Ah, shoot. I can't believe I lost my train of thought. But anyway, I mean, the adoption with XRP is mounting. It's just mounting and mounting. And eventually we're going to pop. And I've seen XRP move. And it's not surprising that it would move last. And it moves very fast.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's a great day trading. Actually, it's a great chart to be able to day trade off of. Not that I suggest anybody do that, just so you know. And this is not financial advice, but yeah, it has great movements when it moves.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm super excited for 2024. I mean, I can't believe it's here. I can't believe we're going to get signed legislation. I cannot believe that people running for president are talking about Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, going against the central bank digital currency. It's a shame that it's like a political agenda because every single person who's alive should be against the central bank digital currency. We need freedom of purchasing power, right?
Right. Absolutely.
Whew, it's kind of crazy. So, we're watching the narrative, but it was really funny because I know, it's our group with two women in crypto. I shared a Coinbase ad.
Mm-hmm.
And that Coinbase ad was amazing. It talks about how the current system is broken. Go to school, take out debt, get all these loans. Oh, you want to have a family, get 3 jobs. Oh, you have 3 jobs. You can't afford to buy a house. You can't afford to rent. My wife just got back from Montreal. They are ads, Kelly. Split rent with me and share my bed.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Okay, this is serious.
Yeah,
This is our lives. We got to get our system back.
That's right. There's actually, now that you mention that, I think it's Zillow is the application that people use here in the States, right? To find, they have room for rents now that they just added that you
But
can
this
now
isn't a room. This is share my bed.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's how expensive Montreal is.
Yeah.
And it's not like it's super expensive, right? It's just their dollar is so devalued.
Right.
Which is why we own Bitcoin, right?
Yeah.
Bitcoin's up 140% this year.
Yeah.
I'm fired up.
I can tell. That's good. We all should be, actually.
I
Yeah.
know, we really all should be fired up. So get fired up. We changed this week's Q&A, right? So every month we do a question and answer. Bring all your questions. What is it, Cal? December 16th?
December 16th, 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Pacific. Yep.
I love it. I love it. Okay, cool. So, well, let's talk about like the Coinbase is like, again, the narrative is changing. They're talking about a permissionless system, which I thought was cute because Coinbase, you need permission to use Coinbase. But use Coinbase as a fiat, like a dollar on bridge, right? Get your Bitcoin on Coinbase and then get it to a hardware wallet. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Still a fan of that. We still don't want to keep things on any live exchange, hot exchange.
Right. I mean, especially during a bull cycle too, right? If you have a hardware wallet like a SafePal and you learn how to use that swap function, which is real easy, then you don't need permission to sell your Bitcoin if it goes up and you want to take some profits off the table.
Right.
Because, right, remember during the bull run, you want to go and you want to sell something and then they have liquidity issues.
Yep, absolutely. Swapping certainly helps that part. A little bit costlier, but safer in that respect. Or at least you get your trade done.
Exactly. And when you're in a bull market and your portfolio is up so much, you don't mind paying a little extra, right?
No, you don't. You just want to, it's absolutely worth it. I mean, sometimes the fees will seem absolutely extraordinary, especially if you're, working with Ethereum blockchain, but sometimes you just need to take that action. It's okay.
Right. Yeah, totally. And if Ethereum doesn't figure this out, I mean, I've been working a lot in the Cardano ecosystem and it's super cheap, super cheap. XRP Ledger is building their metaverse. It's called Futureverse. Their ecosystem's being built out and that's going to be super cheap. Stellar's got its smart contract platform rolling out called Sorbonne. That's going to be super cheap. Ethereum better figure this out because I believe that these tokens, these projects have been pushed down because Ethereum was the chosen winner, by all these centralized companies, but there's a lot of competition coming up, so it's going to be really interesting. And I don't want to participate in the Ethereum ecosystem if it's going to cost me like $5, $10, $15 to make a transaction, if not more, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And when is Meld supposed to go live?
Meld is going live January. Okay, now all of it is going live on January.
Who is? I'm sorry?
All of it. Like the whole entire platform is going live, right? Everything all at once. I am loving this. I've been trying to dollar cost average into Meld. I mean, I know we were kind of giggling about it last night.
Well, and Meld is one of those projects that hasn't had a huge influx of energy in it yet. So, and I think, what is it trading for, penny?
It's like a penny and a half now. So it did pop.
Yeah.
It's been pop. But, it's December. We're going live in a month, right? About a month. So now's a great time to dollar cost average. We are talking about the first decentralized financial banking system with fiat on and off ramps, with an Arculus self-custody debit card that you can go and purchase things. You will be able to take loans, just save money, stake your coins. This ecosystem is going to be so beautiful. And if they can pull this off, it's the same thing with Cardano. Cardano didn't have smart contracts when I first started looking at this project, so we're in that kind of stage. But again, we're ready to go live. And then I look at other projects that went live. Right. We were talking about Akash, right? So Akash is like the Airbnb of GPUs, right? We need all of this computing power. So Akash's slogan is, "You will own your cloud and be happy." They went live and the project went from 80 cents to $1.80.
I know, that's crazy. Yep.
Okay. Flux, similar project.
Yep.
We started talking about Flux at 32 cents. Now it's 60 cents. They're going live. Oh my gosh, they're going live in 8 days. 8 days, Flux is going live with their proof of useful work. Okay.
It's huge.
Huge, huge. And, I know I'm all over the place today, but Akash, I checked yesterday. You could buy Akash, I think on crypto.com and Kraken. I transferred it over to my Kepler wallet, and you were getting like just over 10% interest. Now it's just under 11%.
Nice.
So that's a really good dividend, or however you want to say, to help like stabilize that network. I mean, that's exciting.
No, that is exciting. And it's a great way to put your money to work.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So we have a lot of projects that are going to go live this month, next month. We're going to get a signed stable coin bill for legislation. It looks like they want to pass that regulatory framework bill. So sometime in 2024, and if we don't do it, it's going to be a presidential like debate, because I'm seeing it, and it's like, to me, it's silly, because it's like, we want the blockchain because instead of having one point of failure, why not have thousands? Right.
Exactly.
No, it's bad because we can't control everything. And I'm sure they're going to figure out a way to control most of it, right? But again, we want the blockchain, folks. Our data is being leaked. These systems are being hacked. The blockchain solves this problem. And I just think like people don't understand. And the media and all the people that are involved in this scheme, their whole plan is to keep people from buying crypto, right?
Oh, absolutely. Wasn't it Jim Cramer that was, what was it? There was a little meme going on around that recently that he said 8 or 9 months ago, don't buy Bitcoin. It's the worst investment ever.
That's right.
Yeah. Just listen to that gentleman, that individual, and do the opposite, and you'll be golden. Yeah.
Right. And like, again, it's like follow the money. It's really
Absolutely.
interesting because like I'm looking at El Salvador and they were buying Bitcoin. Thousands of articles about the president of El Salvador. How could he buy Bitcoin? They're in the red. The whole country's in the red. This is terrible. Well, guess what? You hodl, and now they're up $2 million, and we're just starting a bull run. Okay. So again, buy when it's low and you hold, and the whole entire country is starting to change. I was watching all these videos about El Salvador, Bitcoin Beach. People are going to El Salvador for the first time as a tourist, talking to local shop owners. Hey, where's all the gangs? Where's all the drugs? And the shop owner is like, they're either dead or in jail.
Well, there you go.
You're cleaning up your country, right? I mean, literally, we want everyone to be prosperous and succeed, but like, you got to, you can't do bad things. You know what I mean? So El Salvador is just becoming, I mean, I think it's going to be a really nice place to live. Everybody wants to go back. I watched like 5, 6 videos and they're so excited to go back and visit again.
That's cool. That's awesome.
Super cool, right? And what
Yeah.
about, Argentina?
Right.
They're looking to legalize Bitcoin. Argentina is not a small country.
Yeah.
And again, it's like this flight to quality, as Larry Fink would say. It's just going to become, a bigger and bigger snowball effect. As we roll down the hill, it's going to be awesome. And as soon, it's going to be an avalanche.
I know it's one of those things when you're in a bear market, it's just, you just keep your head down, you keep huddling on, and you don't look at the charts. But once those bulls start running, it's such a kick to wake up first thing in the morning and start looking at the charts going, oh yeah, look at what person. Yeah. Yeah. Such a kick.
I know.
People that are just new to this, I mean, those that have just started investing, get ready for the ride. A ride that is going to be so fun. But you've got to keep your head on straight around it too, though. I mean, anytime you're in the markets, but it's going to be a fun ride.
Yeah. And I'll be putting together, I mean, I already started doing like my exit strategy, right? Because it's very emotional. You never think it's going
Absolutely.
to go down, right? Once it goes up like that, you're like, this is it, but it always does come back down. And the other thing is too, it's kind of like, some people buy Bitcoin, they never want to sell it, right? They just want to give it to their children or grandchildren or whatever it is. But like, really start thinking about, if you're in crypto, like, what's your why? Is it to pay off debt? Is it to buy a car? Is it to buy a house? Like, what is your why and how are you going to get there?
Yep, absolutely.
And I think that's such a good starting point for like starting to take profits.
Yeah, and you know what? You can take it incrementally. So if there's a car that isn't in a need for you, then keep that for your May target, perhaps.
Right.
Yeah,
So
or whatever.
excited.
I mean, we've
I know,
got,
whatever.
yeah, whatever it is. So it's all very, very exciting.
Yeah, it's super exciting. And, it doesn't mean you have to sell all your crypto, but these are things, do you want to sell 50% of your crypto? Do you want to sell 80% of your crypto? All of your crypto? So these are some things that, just start sitting with it because it does happen really quickly. And like what you said, like your emotions take over. You wake up in the morning and you want to check the price.
You do. And boy, I've, being commodities trader for a long time, this is why when you're in a market, it's important to know your numbers, put your orders in when you're close to that. In this case, like right now, we have so much of our funds right now sitting on our cold wallets. You can swap, but I prefer to let the market do its thing so I don't have to be thinking about it to move some of those funds over to an exchange like Coinbase or Uphold and put my limit order in and just let it go because then I'm executing my plan and I can
Yeah,
take the emotions out of it. I've got it.
exactly.
I've got things exactly where I want to go, whatever percentage. It's really important to be able to do that. And we can help you with that. That's part of the process here. Because if
Yeah,
you're going to try to do it the moment, if you're in the emotions of it at that time, you're like, oh, but there's a little bit more, but there's a little bit more. It'll bite you in the bum.
yeah, for sure.
The
For
greed
sure.
sets in,
So,
and that's not good. So, which we all have it. This is not, we all experience it.
no, absolutely. And that's why I think, it's such a good idea to put in limit orders to sell, right?
Right.
It's such a good idea. Take the emotion out of it so we don't even have to think about it.
Yep. Absolutely. And just trust it. And don't
Yep,
beat
I love
yourself
it.
up if the next day it goes up 10% and you decided to get out. Don't fear it by trying to get back in. It's not a good scenario. Yeah.
Exactly. 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 And like I think, we'll be doing a class on like a strategy for profit taking in the beginning of the year,
Yeah.
just so we can wrap our minds around, get your coins together because it's been a long, long bear market. A lot of people bought a lot of coins. So let's figure this all out and get a strategy and we'll stick to it.
Absolutely.
All right. So anything else, Kel? I think I touched base. Oh, I can't believe I can't remember the name of the Ripple's partner. I know I posted it in Telegram. It's gonna bother me. I'm gonna look it up real quick.
Yeah, no problem.
Let's see.
Yeah, and for those that are listening, we have this great group. Andrew does a great job in keeping everybody on track and informed in our Telegram group. So, did you find it?
IBM. How could I not remember that? Duh,
You want-
duh. That's okay. I was up late. I sometimes I get so excited after class, I'm up all night. So Matako, owned by Ripple, they partnered with IBM for self-custody. So changing crypto solutions for banks. The banks are going to custody crypto. Do not listen to Senator Warren. She does not care about you. Don't listen to Jamie Dimon. They're trying to stop you from making money.
Gosh, I had a conversation with the local bank here last week, we had a social type situation, and I asked him, I said, are you going to begin custodying cryptocurrency? He says, no, I don't ever think we will. And I'm like, ah, okay. All right.
And it's crazy because like there's that document from the Federal Reserve Bank. It's like 600 whatever pages. And on page 90 something, and I made a little copy and I shared it with our group. It's like XRP, XLM, and Algorand are ISO 20022 compliant tokens. And I'm like, did they take our class or listen to our song?
Right.
You know what I mean? I was like, because that's literally like one of our hodler songs, and I don't know if people understand, but again, if banks don't switch over to this new system, they're going out of business.
Right.
So if your bank is telling you they're not going to custody cryptocurrency, or they don't understand the new messaging system, the ISO 20022 system, pull your money out.
Yeah.
Okay. Because it's not safe.
Right.
All these new policies, all these new regulations are going into effect now into 2024. We have Basel III. The bank's going to have to put more money on their deposits, like hold more assets. They don't have it. It's going to be interesting. But you know what we're going to do, Kelly?
Buy more popcorn and HODL'on.
That's it. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right. So until next Friday, everybody enjoy your week. It's always awesome to see the market green. It's a good reminder that we all made the right decision.
Undoubtedly.
Undoubtedly.
All right. So until next Friday, what do we say?
HODL'on.
HODL'on.
Your hosts for Two Women in Crypto are Andrea Caldero and Kelly Lair. You'll find more information and details regarding the Two Women in Crypto membership, educational and informative class and event offerings, and more via their website, twowomenencrypto.com. Both Andrea and Kelly are available for speaking events and offer private consultations focused on helping individuals navigate the future. Until next time, HODL'on.